Afternoon, everybody. Another splendid day here on the ranch. I'm going to do a quick video on using a potentiometer as an input device for an Arduino. This is a very simple circuit. It is a very easy coding. It's really one line of code to use. Now, maybe you need a volume control, a speed control, a temperature set. Any of those could be used with a potentiometer and an Arduino. All of the Arduino and Arduino type microcircuits, microcontrollers have an analog to digital converter. What that analog to digital converter does is it senses a voltage on a particular pin, and on the Arduino those are labeled, those are your pins that are labeled with an A, so I'm connected here to A0. The potentiometer is connected between 5 volts and ground. Those are for the outside pins. And the wiper, which is the part that's controlled by where you set the knob, senses the voltage somewhere between 0 and 5 volts. Depending upon where that is, the analog to digital converter will take whatever voltage that is coming in on, in this example, A0, and will convert that to a digital number somewhere between 0 and 1023. That's your 10 bits of resolution for the analog to digital converter. So let's go ahead and take a look at the circuit. Again, an Arduino potentiometer. This is 10K. You want to have something that's large enough that you have very small currents, but not so large that you have problems sensing what your voltages are. So that's the setup. You can connect that however you'd like, but let's take a look at the coding. So this is the Arduino IDE development environment. And what we have here, this is just so I'll know what this program is for. In your setup, you're going to turn on your serial monitor. That would not be necessary unless you want to actually read through the serial monitor what the ADC is picking up. So in your loop, which again, your loop runs repeatedly as long as the Arduino is turned on, we are going to look for an integer value that I have labeled pot value, and we're going to get that from the analog read function on A0. And again, that's my pin, my yellow wire coming into the A0 pin. And all that does is that reads the value from the 10-bit analog digital converter. And then for this example, I'm just going to print that out in the serial monitor. And then we have a little delay here just so it works better. Depending upon what your ultimate in use, you can change this delay for that. So let's have a look at our serial monitor. So I've pulled up my serial monitor, and you can see right now it is just showing zeros. Make this a little bigger, because I'm turned all the way down. As I turn this potentiometer up, you can see that value changes. If I turn it all the way up, you can see that it is registering 1023. That is. So we can go from 0 to 1023. And if you set it somewhere in the middle, you can see that it reads some number between 0 and 1023. I will show you one other trick that may help you out depending upon what exactly you are trying to use this for. So if you go back to your software and you use the map function that's available in Arduino and you take that pot value that you read from the ADC, and we know that that is going to be normally somewhere between 0 and 1023, and you can change the range on that. And I'm going to make this 0 to 100. So let's say that I was doing a motor and I wanted to adjust the speed somewhere between 0% and 100%. This map function will allow you to do that. And then again, all we're going to do here is print out our pot value. So now we can upload that. And take a look at our serial monitor. And now we read a value of 0. When I turn it all the way up, it reads to 100. And you can set those numbers anywhere that you would like. If I change this to 10, re-upload, look at my serial monitor, you can see these numbers now go between 0 and 10. So that's about all I have for this video. Again, very simple, very easy to use a 10K potentiometer as an input device for an Arduino circuit. Again, my goal, I'm going to use this as a speed controller for a motor. But once you get that value, you can use that value to do whatever you want. Maybe you want to make a light dimmer or a temperature set or any of those things, but this will do it. Basically, one line of code, 3 wires, and a potentiometer, and you're in business. There you go. Have a good one.